A dream and a harsh reality. 18-year-old Elvira wanted to marry Prince Julian, who was rich and good-looking, but Elvira wasn't rich or pretty. After her father died, her mother, Rebecca, had to find a new husband to get money. They moved to a new land. A rich man named Otto and his beautiful daughter, Agnes, welcomed them. Elvira didn't feel jealous of Agnes's beauty, she just admired it. Otto and Rebecca soon got married, but at the wedding party, Otto suddenly died. Agnes was very sad. She only saw Elvira, who tried to be kind to her. But Agnes told Elvira that Rebecca only married Otto for his money. Elvira realized it was all a lie. She tried to warn her mother, but it was too late. Their land and money were gone. Rebecca was very upset, thinking no rich man would want a poor woman with 2 daughters. Elvira offered to marry anyone, but Rebecca told her cruelly, "You're not pretty enough." Elma, Elvira's younger sister, was too young. Elvira looked in the mirror, seeing her own painful truth about not being pretty. The chase for beauty and a prince. An invitation came from the castle for a big party, hosted by the king and Prince Julian. For all noble young women, both Agnes and Elvira were invited. Rebecca was desperate. She hired a questionable doctor to change Elvira. First, Elvira's teeth braces were taken off, making her look a little better. Next, Rebecca chose a new nose shape from a book. Model number 7. The doctor broke Elvira's nose bone, and Elvira screamed in pain. Only Elma watched horrified. Elvira had to wear a strange device on her nose to help it heal. Both girls were sent to a manners school. On the first day, Elvira was put in the back with other unattractive girls because of her nose device. Agnes easily stayed in the front. At home, Rebecca made Elvira drink only lemon water, even though Elvira wasn't fat. Meanwhile, Agnes wanted to have her father's funeral, but Rebecca refused, saying it had to wait until Elvira married the prince. Agnes was shocked that her father's body was rotting while money was spent on clothes and surgeries. Rebecca even demanded Agnes's dresses for Elvira and Elma. Agnes got angry and went to her father's room, where his body was covered in flies. Giving up everything and being obsessed, Elvira worked very hard in her classes. She was surprisingly chosen for the ball, her name being the very last on the list. Her teacher said Elvira was skilled, but that her looks were a problem. The teacher admitted Rebecca paid to keep Elvira in the program. The teacher told Elvira to work twice as hard. Despite this, Elvira secretly ate food, making her dresses not fit. A kinder teacher noticed her problems and told her the prince would love her for who she was. She told Elvira that her inner beauty, her kindness, understanding, and bravery deserved to be seen. This teacher gave Elvira a small gift. Elvira later showed this gift to Elma, a tapeworm egg. Her plan was to swallow it so she could eat anything she wanted without getting fat. Elma was horrified and warned her about getting sick and always being hungry. But Elvira believed this was her only chance to be thin and beautiful. She promised to take medicine to get rid of the tapeworm after marrying the prince. Elma was angry at her sister for blindly following their mother and left. Alone in the woods, Elvira swallowed the tapeworm egg. Then she heard men talking badly about women and saw Prince Julian going to the bathroom. She accidentally saw his backside and instantly fell for him. The prince's friends made fun of her, and the prince himself made a nasty comment about her nose device, saying he'd never let something like you touch me. Instead of being sad, Elvira's obsession with him grew even stronger. Betrayal and more changes. That night, Elvira saw Agnes kissing Isaac, the stable boy. Shocked, Elvira immediately told her mother. Agnes was harshly punished and made into a servant, while Isaac was fired right away. This changed Elvira. She used to be kind, but now she saw Agnes as a rival. She became cold and mean, showing no feelings as Agnes cried, and Isaac was shamed. 3 months passed. Elma started to love horses, and Agnes accepted being a servant. Elvira finally took off her nose device, revealing a perfect nose. But her new beauty only made her more obsessed with how she looked. She couldn't stand that Agnes was still prettier, so Elvira had another surgery to get longer eyelashes. The surgery was brutal. Each eyelash was sewn in with a needle, while Elvira was sedated and couldn't see for days. One night, Elvira woke up extremely hungry because of the tapeworm. Elma also woke up having gotten her first period and hid it to avoid being forced to marry. Elvira tore off her bandages and stumbled to the kitchen. Agnes found her and, instead of making fun of her, kindly helped her eat. The ball and a desperate act. Teachers at the manners school worried about Agnes being gone, as she was the best choice for the main dance role. Seeing Elvira's new look, they chose her instead. Elvira thought she had everything the role, the prince, and the freedom to eat. But her happiness didn't last long, as her hair started falling out in clumps. Rebecca gave Elvira a stunning custom-made dress. As Agnes helped Elvira get dressed, the designer forced a kiss on Agnes while no one stopped him. Elvira's falling hair was simply hidden under a wig. The night of the ball arrived. Rebecca paid for the dress by selling herself. Elvira ate a lot. Agnes, wanting badly to go to the ball, tried to get one of her old dresses. But Elvira caught her, grabbed the dress, and tore it apart. Rebecca comforted Elvira and gave her medicine to sleep. Agnes, heartbroken, fell asleep next to her father's rotting body, which was now full of worms. Suddenly, her mother's spirit appeared and magically fixed Agnes's dress and changed her shoes. Her mother's spirit warned her that the carriage would turn back into a pumpkin at midnight. At the ball, Elvira entered, shining in her new dress and wig. During the presentation, men judged girls only by how they looked. Rebecca told Elvira to act like an obedient little puppy. Prince Julian showed interest, but it was unclear if it was for Elvira or her big chest. The prince asked Elvira for the first dance, making her very happy.
Broken dreams and escape. Suddenly, a mysterious girl entered, wearing a stunning dress that made Elvira's look plain. The prince was fascinated, leaving Elvira alone to dance with the stranger. Elvira felt great anger, jealousy, and sadness. She also felt terrible pain, a side effect of the tapeworm egg. She vomited and saw she was throwing up parasite eggs. Rebecca appeared, not to comfort her, but to fix her makeup, slap her, and pull her back to the dance floor. In a feverish state, Elvira saw parasites everywhere and realized the mysterious girl was Agnes. Before she could do anything, the clock struck midnight. Agnes ran off and the prince followed. He returned with a glass slipper. He announced he'd marry whoever fit the shoe. Elvira cried all the way home, but refused to give up. She found Agnes, pulled out a knife, and demanded the shoe. As they struggled, Rebecca arrived with a man who wanted to marry her. This distracted Agnes, and Elvira snatched the slipper. Rebecca coldly told Elvira she missed her chance and sent her to bed. Desperate, Elvira tried to force the slipper onto her foot, but it was too big. In a horrifying act, she took a deep breath and cut off her toes. Her screams woke Elma and Rebecca. Rebecca's date fainted. Elvira begged them to finish the job, but Rebecca gave her medicine to sleep. Then, Rebecca realized Elvira cut off the toes on the wrong foot. The slipper was for the left foot, not the right. Seeing Elvira's desperation, Rebecca took over, cutting off the toes on both feet. In a drugged dream, Elvira imagined the prince arriving and saying she was his bride. The next morning, trumpets blew. The prince was truly there. Elvira, hungry and bandaged, fell trying to get out of bed, breaking a tooth. She crawled towards the entrance, throwing herself down the stairs, breaking her nose again. Amazingly, she reached the door just as Agnes appeared outside, and the prince announced he had found his princess. Elvira's dreams were crushed. Elma found her broken sister and decided they had to leave. First, Elma gave Elvira the medicine for the parasite. Elvira immediately coughed up blood, and the tapeworm, now many meters long, started to come out. Elma pulled it out entirely and cut it in half. Before leaving, Elma collected a few valuable things and saw her mother with her new suitor, Rebecca, showing no concern. Finally, Elma helped Elvira onto a horse, and the two sisters escaped the terrible house, hoping to cross the border before night came.
Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more interesting movie recaps like this.